Hello, I'm Dieonik, and welcome back to Let's Play Love is Strange. So, we are getting ready to shoot, I assume, because that's the next logical step in this whole process. By the time it's morning, I'm so exhausted that the light of the sun just seems blinding instead of nice and warm. It's probably because I spent all that time awake last night, texting Victoria when I could have been getting some much-needed sleep instead. It's totally too late to take that back now, in exchange for another hour of sleep. And really, it's not like I'd want to either. Sadly, that still can't take away the fact that I'm sleepy. Victoria texted me this morning telling me she'd meet up with me in an hour so we could get going. I glanced back down at our conversation from this morning with a little quirk to my lips. Meet me at the courtyard in an hour. Aren't I at the courtyard? Or maybe I'm not here yet. Maybe this is the scene change before the scene changed. I swear to God, if you sleep in, I'll come and drag your ass out of my bed. Out of my bed. Good morning to you too, Victoria. That's so cute. I'll be there. Victoria hasn't showed up yet. She's Vegeta. Yeah. Victoria hasn't showed up yet, but I know she will. At this point, it's better to trust her. Yeah, well, I mean, she seems pretty trustworthy. She's not, like, if she tells you she's gonna do something, she seems to have done it, right? At the time, I can't help but feel pretty self-conscious, standing out in the courtyard while wearing my new outfit. Though, I imagine you're turning heads and everyone's like, wow, Max is dressed all fancy-like. It's way different trying it on than trying out. Yeah, than trying out in public with everyone around. But at the same time, it's cool. I've gotten a few compliments so far. Okay, well, there you go. So, it's a good experience. Even Brooke, with her abrasive tendency, had stopped to tell me I looked different in a surprisingly good way. What an ass. It's because Brooke wants... I'm surprised that Brooke wasn't like a potential candidate for a love interest in this as well, because you kind of had like I don't know, there was tension there. Like it may not have led to like dating or anything, but I think it's because Brooke was into Warren, and it was whatever, and that there's an opportunity for an OT3 there, but it would have to be outside of my canon OT3. My canon, I guess. Well, it could have been canon. I mean, everything kinda was going that way, so that's not to tell me I look different in a surprisingly good way. That's as close as I'll ever come to having her have her really complimenting me instead of eyeballing me viciously the whole time. And don't even get me started on Dana. How could I think I could ever escape her clutches? Halfway down the hall, she dragged me into one of her bear hugs, making it totally hard to breathe while squished up. Hey now. That girl's got a grip. Also, yeah, Dana as well. Like that's I guess they had to probably narrow it down because otherwise the project was going to take forever. I remember they had an initial release of around Valentine's Day, and then they had to push it back and push it back and push it back. And I assume they just wanted to make sure that the story was good. I fixed my messed up hair a bit, shifting my feet. My attention goes back to my cell phone, and I tuck it back into my pocket before I get too fixated on the time. Victoria's still not here yet, and I don't want to get too hung up waiting for her. When she comes, she'll come. Okay, well that seems unlike her, right? Plus, it's not as if she's late, I'm just kinda early. I'm more anxious about this contest than I previously thought, so even while I'm exhausted, I've been kind of mulling around the courtyard, snapping pictures of squirrels and anything else that catches my attention. Not that doing so did anything to ease my nerves. It was an easy way to forget about how nerve-wracking the contest actually is when I was so caught up in everything else. Everything else being the code name for getting along suspiciously well with Victoria Chase. Which, yeah. Nice to see you followed my advice. Nice to see you showed up, lady. Victoria's... Okay, maybe they just didn't draw her in the new outfit, right? Like, that's probably what happened, is they just didn't draw her in the new outfit and she's actually wearing the new outfit. Victoria's voice comes suddenly from behind me, and I whirl around to face her. Wow. She looks as stylish as always, maybe even more so than usual, a feat I didn't think was possible. I can tell she put a lot of effort into looking her best for our project. Or you. I didn't expect any less of her. Did you expect me not to? I wouldn't have been surprised if you bailed and decided to show up in your own usual rags instead. I don't know what it takes to illustrate a game. Who am I to judge? But I can point out that there's obviously some differences in what she's wearing. I can feel Victoria's eyes on me the whole time, the whole 30 seconds, for a whole 30 seconds. And then she's bearing ahead, leading the way. Naturally, I follow. Is that your way of saying I look nice? Probably. Victoria looks over her shoulder at me, catching a smile I throw her way. Almost too quickly, she looks ahead again. I already told you that earlier. That's kind of cute. I don't know why that's kind of cute, but it's like she's like ashamed of giving compliments. That's an adorable trait. Don't tell me your memory's running dry, too. Definitely not. I couldn't forget it, even if I wanted to. That's so cute! Oh my god! Alright, I'm gonna die. I thought it'd be cool to hear it again. Yeah, I was wondering if you still thought so. Yeah, I was wondering if you still thought so. Just wondering if you still thought so, maybe. I rub at the back of my neck, following behind her, with a little smile. Victoria slows down slightly. What? You hardly look any different. What did you think my opinion would change after seeing you? What? Did you think my opinion would change after seeing you? That's how I should have read that. I shrug, feeling a little dumb for bringing it up. Well, selfies work different from real life. Good, Max. Have some confidence God, Max! Not good, Max! God, Max! Have some confidence for once! It works wonders. Victoria sounds a little distant, not devastated. Saying that, I rub at my arm, frowning at her back. I don't know what's wrong with me right now, but it's not good, whatever's wrong with me, sorry. Victoria just waves me off. So, we have something we should probably talk about. We do? I can practically sense the telltale scoff from Victoria at my smart response, only it doesn't ever actually come. I think it's probably the font. Like, I keep thinking that letters are different from what they are, and I don't know if it's like, because actually reading it, but when I'm like scanning it, and trying to read it at a proper pace, it's like I'm like, okay, well that's clearly and then it's, well, whatever. You guys know, hopefully. Huh? Yes, it's important. So we should probably get it over with now. Victoria glances at me, and it'd be really dense of me not to notice the serious tone she suddenly takes on. Before I can think twice, I gulp. If she's that serious, I wonder what it is. It's about the project? What else? About... I don't know, maybe you decided it was time to have a heart-to-heart. I tease and she just rolls her eyes at me. I totally swear I can see the faintest smile on her lip though. It's gone just as quick. I was going over the rules again last night. We missed something important. We missed something? There's no way. Out of literally anyone, I know that Victoria reads the rules from top to bottom when we first got them. I know because I did it too, and if I'm thorough about this, there's absolutely no way she isn't. Victoria's got such a tight grip on everything that I can't imagine she'd miss something. Like? I don't remember anything sticking out that seemed like a huge problem. Victoria having a huge sigh. Sorry. Victoria heaves a huge sigh, and she pinches the bridge of her nose. The rules, Max. Remember the rules. The rules? Isn't it just all about cooperation, bonds between people, and all that stuff? I say I have! What is... I skipped a line there, that's what happened. I have a feeling I'm not getting it, because Victoria looks about ready to say something again. And, then we have to submit a photo. I pause as soon as the words are off my tongue, realizing just what they mean in context of the of a problematic approach. The rules aren't that unusual. It's just... Oh! I can hear Victoria inhale slowly. Well, I'm just as dumb, so... Inhale slowly, and I wonder if the implication is hitting Victoria as hard as it's hitting me right now. What am I saying? Of course it is. She must have spent all last night thinking about it. Otherwise, we wouldn't even have been having this conversation. That doesn't ease the clench in my chest at all. In fact, it kind of worsens it. One photo to submit, 2 photographers. Only one leaves alive. Victoria slows down. Eventually coming to a full stop. I'm glad for it, because talking about this while walking doesn't really sound like the best idea. Why? Because you'll run into things? Exactly. Facepalm. I was wondering what you think we should do about that. I think you both should take a picture and then you choose which one's better. Right? Right? Alright. Victoria runs her fingers through her bangs, a little crease between her brow. Her lips are slanted downward, and I've never seen her look so troubled. Angry, yes. Troubled, no. It's reassuring that she's freaking out about it as much as me. Do we have to worry about this now? What do you think we should do? Yeah, we're gonna say that. Honestly, I don't know. What do you think we should do? Victoria makes a face at me, furrowing her brow and clicking her tongue. I didn't ask you, so you could turn the question around on me. Well, that's what I was worried about, but like, if we dismissed it completely, I feel like that would have been worse. Weakly, I shrug and lean back on my heels. So, you don't know either. Christ. Lucky for both of us, I do have an idea. The obvious solution would be to pick the best photo out of the bunch. Yes. Between the both of us, of course. The way Victoria says it, it sounds like a competition or something. Which is probably the exact opposite of what MX Dog wants us to do. Of course Victoria can manage to make even this sound like a competition between us. I scrunch up my nose and Victoria frowns at me. Is MX Dog some like magical fairy who's just trying to pair Max with all of these love interests through whatever means she decides to earn this picture with? Earn? I guess take? I don't know. I don't know how much work's involved, apparently. I'm also a bit loopy, apparently. Yeah, so MX Dog is like, Cupid. Yeah. Let's go to my nose, the Victoria frowns at me. I know that look. Spit it out. Doesn't that sound a little too competitive for, you know, what this contest is supposed to be about? Victoria, for what it's worth, manages to seem caught off guard at the question. She sobers up quickly enough, scoffing. Max, it's not like we're not going to be working together. There's a difference between us competing and us choosing the best photo for us. It'll probably be yours. I blurt out without fully thinking it, and as soon as I do, I shut my eyes and hold back a groan. Nice one, Max. Way to throw your insecurities out there. I don't hear Victoria say anything at first. That's not true. As shocking as this may seem, I'm working with you for a reason. Victoria shifts on her feet, and I notice that she's meeting my eyes. She's not meeting my eyes. It's a little jarring. She almost looks uncomfortable. You have talent, so own the fuck. Own the fuck up to it, Max. Okay. That's not. You curse way too much, lady. Oh, I probably sound like an idiot because I can't find the words to express how her words make me feel. I settle on expressing my gratitude instead. It's the only thing I can think. It's the only thing I think I can get right. Thanks, Victoria. My words come out a little breathy. What's leaving me so tongue-tied isn't the fact that she's praising me at all. It's that she's treating me like an equal instead of shutting me down. That she's actually acknowledging the fact that I have some sort of talent. I have no clue if she knows how much that means to me. Aww, probably not, because not even I had a clue how much that means to me until she said it. We should get going. Victoria jerks her head in the direction of the parking lot, gesturing vaguely towards it. She takes a step forward, pausing only briefly to make sure I'm following. This time, we walk in sync with each other. Victoria has faith in me, or in my talent at least. I'd love to think it's the former. Okay, so we're gonna go a little deeper into this, because it usually is longer? I don't know, there's probably gonna be... yeah, there's probably gonna be a cutoff for it, or something. When we arrive at the boardwalk, it's the same as ever, bustling with a few couples and high school students trying to enjoy their day off. Despite all the sights and colors and the twitch of my fingers, I don't reach for my camera. After all, this isn't the spot, according to Victoria. The majority of the walk is quiet, and with nothing to do with my hands, I end up just toying with the end of my brand new cardigan, which you were not wearing. It's quiet, and so I kind of feel the need to fill the silence with something, and I ask the most obvious, wondering how Victoria's feeling about all this. Ready? I should be asking you that. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and end this here, and I imagine that the end is going to be a little bit longer, so that's how I justified it in my brain hole. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like, comment on what you think of the game so far. Go check out the other videos I've done. I will see you soon. Yeah, I bared it down. Ooh. Brian Goodwin. Okay, well now he knows who you are.